Are we on the internet? I'm gonna get sued for saying that one day.
For saying, are we on the internet?
Yeah, well, that's a Tox Machina thing from Brian Foster.
Whatever.
All right.
It doesn't sound right without the W.
You're right, it doesn't. Are we good, sir?
I was just set back down. So let me get a voice test from everybody.
Me.
Moo 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 moo.
Him.
Blah.
Does this work?
Here.
I think that's everybody, sir.
You should be good then.
All right.
That background music is definitely coming across on Twitch.
Oh, if it's coming across, let me turn it down a little bit. We don't want it too loud because it's going to cut off when somebody else speaks.
Well, that plus you have to consider the copyrighted.
But this is music that I can do that with.
Oh, okay. I'm just being wary.
I'm already finding out. I've already got a couple of marks on from YouTube when I've transferred things over. Going, you can't use this music, so we're gonna mute this section of your video.
Love the title, Lee. Love the title.
So, good evening, gamers. Good morning, gamers. Are y'all ready to play Order of the Scale?
Let's do this.
Our game of adventures that happens on our where's my switch button? That happens on our Discord channel. We've got a group of adventurers with us tonight. Let's see if they survive Wren's fault.
So you're gonna name it off of her and she can't play?
Oh, harsh.
So, if you follow along on our Discord server with the RPing that's going on there, you will recognize some of these individuals and their first official mission from the commander. So as y'all are milling about in the barracks doing whatever it is that y'all normally do, which is everything, Commander Moore comes out. You see him say his goodbyes to an older turtle who waves at everyone and leaves. Commander Moore comes over to y'all, to the mess hall. All right, I've got a job for some people. Line up.
Batra steps forward.
Are you sure you're up for this after what happened yesterday?
That's the nature of the game, sir.
All right.
I let any little incident stop me. I wouldn't be here.
Thraxis, you coming?
Yeah, Thraxis steps up behind Batra. I'll make sure his fluffy rear gets home.
Oh, he steps up. And smacks his shield. Ready, sir.
Of course, Kotaru comes slipping up next to the commander. Where are we going?
Well, a couple of weeks ago when I sent some people on a little trip to Malatore, it seems that somebody found a lost temple, Gloomhaven, possibly. And the commander stares over at Wren. So,
Yes.
this mission is all for you. If you want to play, I can handle this group.
Okay. Wren, you coming along? Or do you want Jim to come along?
What is going on?
He just offered you to come into the game.
I guess, since it's apparently Wren's fault, I'm coming along.
Well, I hate to say this. I would feel much better if Wren didn't come, because if it's Wren's fault, I don't want Wren messing it up even more. So Jim sounds good.
Yes, but Wren can keep y'all's hindquarters alive.
So can I.
Well, apparently that little thing you found when y'all were going to Malatore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a couple of individuals have gone missing.
Oh, boy.
We've been asked to look into it.
Of course we have been.
Goody. Why is it we're always looking for somebody? Can't we just put a big cowbell around the whole nation so that way we can just keep monitor on everybody at the same time?
Yeah, but that doesn't pay the bills. All right.
Sure.
It's about a day's ride on the Merchant Road. You can't miss it. It's a big hole in the ground.
Quit making it sound like I meant to do this.
Boffer just kind of side-eyes Wren for a minute. What did you do?
How about you shut your mouth for a moment?
Gather your gear. Get out
Obviously
there.
Forgot to replace their divot again.
Of course, sir.
Find the missing archaeologist. As y'all gather up your gear, is Wren or Jim going?
I kind of want to hear everybody's opinions. Who should go?
I'm cool with either one.
Jim.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice for Jem to get some experience.
All right, so Jim Stone.
All right. All right. So as y'all start to head out, you hear the commander, "Remember the code and come back alive." And he heads back towards his office.
Code? What code? I don't remember any code.
He grabs the captain on the way and goes, "What's this I hear about some signatures not matching up?" And so,
Oh,
that's giggling on the ground.
Conversation for later, sir.
if you want the rest of that conversation,
idea.
you got to go to the Discord channel. All right.
I have no idea about anything. I'm innocent.
That was chaos.
So y'all gathered your. It was still fairly early in the day, and it will take y'all most of that day to get there.
Okay.
So you gather up your what gear you think you'll need. you're going to do a little dungeon exploring. Anything y'all want to grab before you leave town?
I got my basic thieves kit.
Did they make any health potions in the lab before we, after last night?
I've got my
I
medic.
don't know.
I would like to go purchase some potions, like 3.
Yeah, I'm right with you, Batra.
So
I'm
how?
taking-
There's some potions left.
So you are going to purchase potions or go to the lab and try to get some?
I am going to go purchase them, as I feel the ones in the lab should be used as like ultimate last resort.
Okay. Well, then I will not go grab them out of the lab. I will go with Batra to buy some.
I would suggest grab some out of the lab and purchase some.
There you go. Yeah, we could do that.
Make up my mind.
Yep. Odie, go get the potions.
Alright. Odie's gonna run off to grab some potions, at least one for each person, because I don't know how much they made.
There are 8 potions in the lab.
So, there's 7 of us, so that's 1 each.
Awesome.
What types of
And
potions
then-
are these?
Just straight health potions.
Basic
Okay,
healing.
just the basic healing, just making sure.
Yep. So y'all grabbed your potions, you head out. Had to get some things. So, who's gonna keep their eyes open?
Me.
Alright, give me a perception roll on the way out.
Okay, give me just a second.
Can Thraxis assist?
Yes.
Okay. Guitar, you get advantage on.
I get advantage, so I just roll twice.
Yep. Take the higher.
23.
Yeah, that's a pretty good roll.
Thank you.
I am what you call unprepared today. Oh, I spent all the time on the encounter, not on getting ready to run the encounter.
You're right.
One of the things that you notice on the way out is there is a procession in front of you on the merchant road, and it appears to be a funeral of some sort.
Oh no.
Oh.
There, you see them walking. You see a small wagon with a body draped over, with cloth draped over it, and they're all walking beside the wagon, very solemn. uh, headed out of town in the same general direction y'all are going.
Okay, we'll follow behind them.
Yes.
They actually, probably about an hour into it, they do take a side thing heading off deeper into the desert.
Okay.
I wonder who that was.
Right? Well, you said to follow the merchant road, and apparently it's a giant hole in the ground, so I say we just keep on trekking.
As the day wanes on and the sun starts to go down, you see just off in the distance where it should be dark. I'm sorry. No, y'all are headed west. And the sun does set in the west in this world. So, as you see what in the distance appears to be... at first you thought you think it's an oasis, but then you realize there's not an oasis this close to town in this area. As you get closer, you notice that there are several tents set up. It's almost like a small tent city. There's slowly but surely you start hearing the sounds of people. As you get to this, you notice that there are a couple of guards. Well, a couple. They're not city guards. They're just people who are probably just hired sellswords, just kind of watching over. Hey, who's... Oh, you those blokes from the order?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Ah. All right, you need to go talk to Professor... what was his name? The goofy looking one. Was it Olson? Professor Olson.
All right then.
He's that bloke right over there. And you do see an individual that's standing under a tent. He's got a cup and he's just kind of drinking. He seems really nervous.
I'm gonna walk up to this professor and say, "Excuse me, sir."
Yes. You're with the order.
Yes, my companions and I are with the order, and we were told to speak to you about
yes.
the task.
Yes. It seems that we have lost one of our archaeologists. There's something down there. It wasn't there until like recently. We came in and there was a large hole in one of the walls. And well, Atros went to see what was down the hole, and we heard a scream and all decided to leave, that it was best for us not to be down there.
Sounds like a good idea.
I don't believe Atros made it. So,
do you know about how deep it is?
Oh, this is what you're seeing here is the roof section. It is a 15-foot drop to the floor.
Huh.
This isn't unfortunately what we thought it was, but it is an interesting find.
I see.
We've tossed up a couple of names, but right now we're just going to name it after the individual that discovered it, which I believe she was a member of your order. Wren.
I
At least
have no
that's-
idea who she is.
At least that's what it says on the paperwork. That little kobold was quite insistent that we mentioned her. Yes, so we've called it Wren's Fault because it's right on a fault line. So,
that's perfect. That's perfect.
There's a ladder to get down there. We're going to stay up here.
That sounds like a good idea. I turn back to the group and I just look at everybody and I say, so, what's the plan? We tackle this now or we wait until daylight?
And the sun is going down.
Well, we just made
Let's
an
go now.
entire. We just made an entire day's trek, so we're kind of worn out. I would say
True.
we rest.
That's what I was thinking, but I wanted input.
Sounds
I
good
can
to
rest.
me.
All right, well, I turn back to, you said his name was Professor Orson, right?
Yes, Olson. That's correct.
Okay, I turn back to him and I say, well, we're gonna bed down for the evening and then we'll take a look in the morning. First light.
Oh, okay. Good deal. You can. He points to a tent that's off to the side. That's the sleeping quarters that everyone uses. So please make yourselves at home as much as it can be out here. It does get quite chilly at night if you're not prepared.
Thank you, Professor. And he
Traxxas just chuckles at the mention of chili.
I lightly smack Thraxus on the arm and just walk away to the tent.
So y'all taking watch?
Mm-hmm.
Thraxxas will stay up for first watch.
I'll
I
grab second.
I was gonna say, as I get to the tent, I just take my pack off my back and put it on the ground, and I just take my hammer and stand right outside the tent thing.
The tent thing?
Yeah, the tent.
All right. So who's taking first? Whoever's taking first, give me a perception roll.
So, I believe it was me and Thraxus taking first. So you said perception?
Yep. Together or separately, it does not matter.
You want advantage,
I got
Bodger?
Sure, that'll work. I got a 16.
As you're watching, keeping watch on everything going around, up in the sky, just for a split moment, you could have sworn. I mean, it had to have been clouds. It had to have been. But you could have sworn there were tentacles in the skyline. Like Just for a split moment. And then,
Yeah. Okay. That's new. Probably not something that should be there. I look at Thraxus and I'm like, you think we should tell someone?
I don't think it would hurt to ask. See if they've noticed this before.
I'll be right back. And is everybody asleep? All the professors and everything?
There are some of the cell swords that are kind of milling about. They are nowhere near being perceptive of anything that's going on. They're taking their job as a joke, basically. We're guarding a bunch of guys around a hole.
Okay. Are all the professors and people in the tent?
Yes, all of the archaeologists and workers are in the tent. There are a couple in another tent that are kind of a mess hall type setup.
I'm gonna go to that tent first.
Okay.
Walk in and be like, "Is Professor Orson in here?"
No, he's asleep.
Okay. Well, have any of you noticed the random tentacle thing in the sky for a split moment?
Random tentacle thing.
Yeah, it looked like tentacles were just in the sky, like some sort of monster or mind flayer or whatever was just up there.
I can't say that I have. You guys, the other guys, are starting to. They go outside and they start looking around.
Yeah, it was there and then it was just gone. So just covering my bases, seeing if that's something that's been noted before.
No. Sure, it wasn't just the clouds.
I mean, it very well might have been, and my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I'm covering my bases.
You did travel in the desert heat all day. Yeah. They go back inside. You tentacles, really?
I just go back to Thraxus, and I'm like, well, no one in there has seen anything, so I'm just gonna chalk it up to heat stroke or something.
Congratulations, you're now thought of as the craziest person in the camp.
You're welcome.
So, quick question.
I'm a 6.5 foot tall lion. I don't care.
When Botras noticed this, was there any signs of anything else going on at the same time in the vicinity?
No.
Okay.
And you didn't notice it. Only Batra noticed it. And he only noticed it for a split second.
Okay.
Okay, so I am the crazy person. Thanks.
It's got to be some trauma from having that wolf fall on you yesterday.
I just died, okay? I'm sorry.
The rest of your shift, nothing else happens. Who's taking the next shift?
I will.
All right.
Do you want me to join you?
Sure.
Well, I will.
Give me a perception roll.
Do you want to roll it with advantage?
Yeah.
That tells me the first roll was not good.
Oh, I didn't roll yet.
Perception. Boom. 17.
All right. As you're out there, the it is you are in a desert, so it is quite chilly at night. As y'all are patrolling around a little bit, this is something you haven't experienced in a while, if ever. This white substance is falling from the sky very lightly. As soon as it hits your skin, it dissipates, leaving just a slight moisture. You believe this is snow?
Yeah, Kataro's seen snow before.
Okay, yeah, this is an odd experience in a desert. It's been known to happen, but it's lightly snowing.
That's
Looks
odd.
looks at Jim. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
It's just as soon as it's hitting, it's not staying. It's too warm for it to stay, but it's just chilled enough for it to do a light precipitation of it.
Yeah.
And it's not long before a wind picks up and it's no longer there.
While it's still there, I stick my tongue out and see if I can get a taste.
It's just
half
of the time
water?
it's melting before it hits your tongue. It's
okay. Well, I was just trying to find out if I can get a taste of it. Like if there's a droplet of moisture on my arm, I lick it to find out if it's salt water or regular water.
well, as close as y'all are to the sea, there is a slight saltiness to it.
Oh.
Okay.
It's just it doesn't happen very often, but oddly enough, it's happened. The rest of your evening is uneventful. Next shift.
I got it.
I'll take it with you.
I let them know we saw snow.
Yeah, it's snow.
No.
I have no idea what snow is.
Ice falling from the sky, little particles.
It's quite pretty sometimes.
Okay, Odie's gonna nod and take up his position by the tent flap.
All right. Give me some perception rolls.
All right. Do you want me to help you, or do you want to help me?
Do you have better perception?
+4.
Yeah, then you can take advantage.
$22.
22. So, on your watch, seems to be fairly boring, partially. The only thing that started to happen is you've not seen snow, but you have seen rain. And you're getting a light drizzling of rain. It lasts for about an hour or so and finishes up right before the sun rises. So the moisture that's in the air soon will become horrible heat. But the rest of your shift goes along without a hitch.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Odie will pass on that there was rain and kind of nudge everyone and be like, this weather's really weird.
Batra
Yeah.
slowly just sits up and he's like, "How so?" As he's rubbing the sleep from his eyes so he can be fully awake and ready.
Well, we had rain during our watch, and Kotaro,
Rain?
yeah, a
Out
light
here?
rain. Yeah.
Oh no,
Like
it gets
this.
better. There was snow.
Yeah. Yeah, me and him saw snow.
You see this just puzzled look cross Batra's face, like, snow
Mm-hmm.
in the desert.
Yeah.
He shakes his head and he just says, "All right, well, this day started off weird. Let's see how much weirder it gets." And then he gets up and starts putting his armor and everything back on, including his lovely little cape from Lily.
Praxis is going to nudge Batra. Well, why don't you tell them what you saw last night?
Oh, what'd you see?
Yes. What did you see?
Not even sure I saw anything.
I can tell you're lying. I'm a bard.
No, I'm not lying. I'm legitimately sure. I'm not sure I saw anything.
Thought you were saying you didn't see anything.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not sure I saw a thing because I was watching, saw the clouds go by, and then for a moment something looked like it had tentacles flying overhead, and then it was just gone. I asked the researcher people, and they're like, "Yeah, no," and I think it was just the heat. I'm just assuming it's the heat, so not important.
I saw snow in the desert. It's not the heat.
It's definitely not the heat.
I think there's something weird going on with this place, and I think it's probably because of this temple.
We need to be very careful going in.
Uh-huh.
Very, very careful.
As y'all are waking up and conversing, you see Orson. Well, have you gone down there?
Not yet.
We
want to be
we-
clear. We want to be clear before we go in there. So
well,
we
I would
rather
like to
got
get back
the
to
day's
work,
job.
and the money I paid, we would, like this taken care of.
It will be taken care of.
I look at the professor, and then I look at the sky where I can see the sun has just barely started rising, and and I look at him and go, "Sun just came up." I said first light, meaning we're getting ready. We'll be going down there momentarily, sir. Do not worry. We will handle this issue.
Please do. It's costing me lots of money to hold off. Lots.
Oh boy. Okay.
And he heads off and grabs something to eat. And they're all they you see a lot of these guys just start standing around watching y'all.
I'm starting to feel very uncomfortable.
I don't like being watched.
Hey, they're just damn lucky. They're just damn lucky it was me and not Haku and Yukiko, because Yukiko would have probably already dropped her pants on them.
I was just thinking that. I was like, naked halfling run.
Oh no, she wouldn't give them the honor. She'd just drop her pants and bare her butt at them and go, "Listen, if you're gonna stare here, there's something to stare at." Okay.
Are we ready to go down?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I guess I'm ready.
Before we head down, Thraxus looks at the group. Who needs the most protection?
That would probably be Jem.
Well, just throwing me out there like that.
I'm thinking Batra.
He chuckles a bit.
Batra huffs and he's just like, "Oh yes, I need the most protection, sure."
But let me give you the quick layout of this. Once you get down there, you'll be heading down into the main chamber, which is in the center. It branches off into 4 directions.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to be drawing this out in front of him so that he can tell me if I'm doing something wrong.
The equivalent of a square with a cross in the center.
Okay.
There are 4 smaller chambers at the corners of the square. And he positions you looking from the ladder in. And he turns your map and he goes, the upper right square is where the hole in the wall appeared.
Okay.
And that's where we lost Arthros.
Okay. Well, let's go in and do a sweep. Who's taking point?
I say stick the sneaky cat in front, and Batra and me can follow right behind.
Okay. I was going to be right with you guys, but yeah. So,
all right. Well, that sounds like a plan.
Thraxus will stick close to Jem.
I go down, checking for traps, investigation at its fullest, all 9 yards.
Okay.
Who's the one that gives me advantage on perception?
Anybody that helps you look.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then, yeah. Because I would like that.
Odie will kind of step forward to give you a little bit of extra help looking around.
Okay.
As you get down in here, the first thing you notice is, besides this chamber, which is lit up from the hole in the roof, the passages themselves are dark.
Gee whiz, I wonder how that hole got there.
I just kind of look at everybody else and I'm like, y'all have dark vision, right?
I do.
I do.
As
I'm a cat.
As a dwarf, can I check how the stone looks?
Yes. It is a sandstone that looks like it had been hand carved down.
Okay. That helps.
Interesting note is, just for reference in the game setting, it's been several 100 generations since the dwarves were underground. They came to the surface and took to the seas. They're excellent woodworkers and shipbuilders. They don't do as much underground stone stuff as they used to. Many years ago, something drove them out.
Okay.
They're mostly sailors now.
Short pirates.
Yeah, yes.
Harder to hit with a cannonball.
Excellent shipbuilders, though. If you want a ship, if you have a ship built by a dwarf, you've got a good ship.
I'm still pulling a torch out and lighting it.
You notice as this room itself, there's a large pile of sand in the center. And you see some crates and boxes kind of scattered around. Some of them look like they have things that have been wrapped up and put inside. But other than that, it's fairly empty. There's only probably about 6 or 7 boxes in here.
Okay. Do you have this mapped out?
No, there's no. I have not drawn a map for this.
Oh, so there's no owlbear tonight. Okay.
No.
It's
a very simple setup.
Okay. Well, because I'm a little confused.
All right.
You say it's a square.
It's a square.
With a hallway coming off of each wall.
From the entire map is a... Hold on, I'll draw it real quick and show you.
Okay. So I'm trying to get the concept of what's in the corners.
Crap. Do it this way.
Okay.
Just a real simple...
So we're in the center room.
Yes.
Okay. And the hallways lead to other hallways.
You got it. Yep.
To the room. Okay. All right.
You have your 4 corners. And we'll do them we'll just say upper and lower, left and right.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The hole is in the upper right.
Okay.
So, before we go too far, I'm going to make the suggestion that we check the other corners before we go to the one where the hole was.
Yeah,
Just
that's where.
careful.
That's where I was.
Agreed.
Going. Let's do a sweep. We will all start at the lower right, and then we will sweep to lower left, and then upper right. And we'll hit that one last.
Sounds good to me. We don't want anything sneaking up behind us.
Definitely.
Okay. So, are you going to go take the south corridor or the east corridor to get to the lower right?
South corridor.
Okay. So you're going to head south and then you're going to head east?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So these corridors are probably about just about 70 feet long. Heading down there, anyone checking for traps?
Yeah, that would be me.
I am. I will assist him.
Okay. What is that? A perception roll?
Investigation.
Investigation. Okay. Now, do thieves have check for traps?
Anybody can check for a trap.
Okay.
But thieves just have the thief tools to disable traps.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've got that on.
Same here.
Okay.
That didn't look too promising.
No, it's not promising. Do I get an advantage because of someone helping me?
Is anyone going to help him?
Well,
I can
Yes, that's
I can
good.
do that because I'm right up there.
All right.
yeah, because it was someone said that they were helping me. So
Yeah.
I
Dusk
did,
tells you
Dusk.
this.
okay.
Oh, yeah, dusk apparently.
That's better.
Much better.
21.
There aren't any traps.
Okay.
In fact, there are about every 10 feet down, you do find there's a little conclave in the wall where the remnants of candles may have been at one point. As you get to the end of the corridor where it branches to the left and the right to east and west, you see what at one point would have been, you're guessing, an entranceway either into this area or into another chamber. It has currently been collapsed and caved in, but you can make out where the archway of the stones had been at one point.
Interesting.
And it is
So,
old.
are you saying that pathway itself is blocked? Because that's what I was hearing.
No, you can still go to the corridors, to the corners. That would have been where the entrance into this section would have been. When this was a building above ground.
I see. I was confused and wanted to double check. So, awesome. Well, were there any traps, Kotaro? Kotaro? Is it pronounced Kotaro? Kotaro, okay. Sorry. Too many years watching anime, and it's always Kotaro, so that got stuck in my head. Anyways, were there any traps?
Not that I saw.
Should we do a sweep of the room?
Yeah.
You're going to head to the... You've got to probably...
Lower right hand.
Lower right. You've probably got about another 25 feet or so.
Okay.
It's the drawing definitely he gave that he pointed out to you is definitely not to scale.
Well, no, because he's... Never mind.
Yeah.
He was an odd one.
The goofy guy, remember?
Yeah.
The goofy-looking fella. Yeah.
This room is very similar to the one that you entered into. Somebody give me an investigation roll.
I got it.
I'm gonna help.
Awesome. Nat 20! Woo!
Oh.
As you're looking,
Thank you for that. That advantage helped, because that's where I got the 20 from.
as you're looking at the walls and the torchlight that I think Dust Tinker has reflecting off into the smell in here, of course, is in the whole area is very musky. It's very, just dirt and decay. But in this particular room, it's got a faint odor of burnt wood. You see barely on the walls. You can barely make this out. It appears that the walls themselves had a flame motif all around them. And again, there's that smell of burnt wood that just barely lingers in the air.
Well, that had to have been recent.
Now, this is something that's old. I mean, it's not it's the room itself has this smell to it.
Oh, okay.
Like old book smell?
Kind of. It's just this, and it's very minute.
It's like this had been used. This had been used for burning something over and over and over and over again
for years. Yeah.
Smell to it. Yeah. Okay. So it's got a soot smell to it.
Yes.
All right.
And like I said, there's a slight flame motif covering the entire walls, all the way, all four of the walls in here.
Okay, well, start searching around to see if there's anything of importance, or other items or issues or stuff like that.
Yeah, is there any writing?
You do not notice any writing. There is a large, as y'all are searching, in the center you can see where at one point there may have been where a fire had been built, like a large bonfire or campfire situation.
Okay.
Had been built in the center of the room. Just from the way the stone itself has been burned.
Right.
Batra is going to go ahead and stick to the outer wall just to be safe, because no one really checked for any traps in this room just yet. And he's just going to kind of skirt and just survey the floor itself, just to see if there's anything that might be like a tripwire or something that could be depressed, causing, like arrows and whatnot to shoot out of the wall.
Give me an investigation roll on it.
Do. I got another nat 20.
As you're looking at this, you also seem to notice that it's been worn down through time. But at one point, you can barely make out that similar flame motif that's on the walls. Also, is on the floor, radiating out from the center. And again, it's barely noticeable on there. It's just been through years of corrosion is gone.
But did I notice
Okay.
any traps
No.
or anything? Or
No.
Okay, heard. No, as in I didn't notice, or no, there are no traps.
If there were traps, you did not notice them.
Gotcha. Okay, just wanted to be clear of that. So he's still going to be cautious, but he's gonna start looking and moving out just a little bit.
You're fairly confident there are no traps in this room.
Yes, but trauma from yesterday is still making him be very, very cautious.
So, you can head along the wall, taking the corridor all the way up to the upper right, or you can head back and go to the lower left.
That's where we're going lower left.
Lower left it is.
Again, this is probably from room to room, it's probably about 100 feet.
It's not that bad.
This room is a very similar setup. It does not have the... Well, give me a perception roll. Let me see what y'all notice. Y'all can all roll, or... In fact, everybody give me a perception roll.
Okay. I
22 for me.
got a natural
I got a 10.
20.
Apparently, Odie's not very observant. He only got a 12.
And I got a 20.
Hey, that
I
was
just
better
got a
than me.
21
Odie. I got
natural.
a 10.
Good old 7.
Gotta love that
I
7.
22.
So technically, I had a 25.
Yeah, I got a 22, so.
I got 21 for Thraxis.
This is the first time I've ever gotten a natural 20 on D&D Beyond. Holy
Congratulations.
crap.
Alright. So basically, everyone but Mr. 7 there. This room, whereas the last one definitely had that fire motif in it. This one you can vaguely make out what appear to be waves along the walls. There's a slight bit of moisture in this room. Not a whole lot, but just enough for you to feel the difference. There's nothing to the touch, but the room itself looks like it has been worn down through water erosion. Or at least or is that what it was designed to look like? It's hard to tell through the age of the damage that time itself has done.
Mm-hmm.
And you could swear that you could smell the sea.
Interesting.
Does anybody else think this is going to be an elemental temple of some sort?
I was just going there.
Yeah.
Well, it is really dry here, so maybe.
The Elemental Temple of Doom. And it's Wren's fault.
All Ren's fault.
She's not even here to defend herself.
The
Except for Trickster's with us, so she's hearing all of this.
Oh, Temple of Elemental Evil.
how's
Wow.
is it pitch black in here except for the torchlight?
It is, except for the torchlight, yes.
Okay, Thraxis is actually going to draw his sword and cast the 30-foot, the 15-foot bright light, 15-foot dim light from his moon touched,
Okay.
just to have it out and ready, and also help people see.
With the
I mean, don't most of us have dark vision?
I'm the only one that doesn't.
Well-
I do not.
well, now with the combination of the torch and the light, you see that this room is also at one point just into the walls and the paintings. Definitely at one point had a blue or teal paint on it.
Mm. Definitely water.
Definitely getting the elemental vibe.
Mm-hmm. So will the next
Should
one
we
be
head north?
air or earth? Yeah, we're heading north now.
To the upper left.
Yes.
This room. Let's see. As you get to this room, give me a perception roll.
All of us again?
Yep. It's just easier that way.
15.
21.
3.
he's
10.
he's not very perceptive, is he?
The
12.
hallway goes down this way. This way. No, turn this way. There you
11.
go.
I won this time. 21.
Yay! Good job, Gemstone.
So, this one, as you're looking around in here, you're reminded of the smell of a forest, of the underbrush, and just that earthy smell to it.
Okay.
This smells like the sky.
This room reminds me of my homeland.
It's very much got that earthy smell. The walls themselves, there's no motif on them, but also it does not look like. Whereas the rest of the rooms that you've been to in the hallways have all been sandstone that had been carved in individual stones and stacked. This particular room looks like it was carved out of one solid piece. There are not individual stones and cracks in the wall. There is one. It is just a solid piece of rock, except for the crack that you see that runs from corner to corner, like heading towards the center. And there's a gap along the floor in that corner area that runs through.
I'm going to check the gap.
Okay.
Mind the gap.
It's probably at its widest point, it's maybe 3 foot. But it definitely runs from corner to corner, and it just goes out from there. Give me an investigation roll on it. And actually, 19 or survival if you have that. Whichever one's higher would be higher for you.
They're both the same.
I got a nat 1.
Ooh.
My investigation would have been higher. It would have been 19.
19?
So it's a 4.
You believe that this is just a fault line.
This is Wren's fault line.
So this is just a natural occurring crevice.
Does it look like there's any creature moving through it, or has there been a creature moving through it?
Not that you've seen. Not that you see.
Is that because it's me?
Possibly. What's Give me a survival roll. You don't think there was there's any creatures that have gone through here.
It's 100% safe. Let's go.
I don't necessarily think that's it. So Batra is also going to roll an investigation check. And he got a 10.
Blatcher believes him. But yeah, you
Well, should we continue on, friends?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's the upper right room.
Now, as you move closer to this room, give me a perception roll.
Thraxus got 21.
Got a 13.
13.
17.
I guess Jem was distracted from the last room.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna talk about this.
So, yeah, everyone but Jim, because y'all have been so intense in looking at this, there appears there are definitely in this hallway, probably about 15 feet from the entrance of getting to the room. You do notice that the stone itself has been scarred.
What?
It has been scraped with grooves cut into it.
That doesn't
Like
sound
claw
good.
marks.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
would it be natural or
These are definitely not natural.
were they made by like a creature or by a tool?
Give me an intelligence check on that.
$16.
You do not believe they were done by a tool. They're too long.
I'm going to pass on that thought to the rest of the group.
So everyone should probably be ready for a fight.
Seems to be a
Patra
common.
just pulls out his warhammer and just grips it tight as if he's ready to just swing at the first thing that comes at him.
Odie is going to draw his longsword.
Does anybody else hear the hissing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this should be fun.
Okay. Don't
Um.
tapping.
Yeah.
This tapping itself sounds like something hard tapping against stone.
Can you tell which direction it's coming from?
Would you guys like me to throw my torch down the hole?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay, I throw my torch down the hole.
Down the hall, you mean?
The hole in the wall.
I don't think we're at the hole in the wall yet.
Yeah, we're not at the hole in the wall yet. So can we tell which
We're in the
direction,
upper right room, aren't we?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
but
Not yet.
You're in the hallway before you reach that upper right room.
Okay, fine. I'll
Mhm.
grab a flask of oil with a rag, light the rag, and throw it into the room.
Okay. You do definitely now. You 100% hear.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
All right. I'm not comfortable with this. I suggest
Whatever it
get
is,
ready
we
to
pissed
fight.
it off.
Yep. I swear if it's another wolf or something, I'm not going to be happy.
You don't hear any other sounds. It is now silent. You hear the crackling of the fire from the oil.
Okie dokie.
Well, whatever was making the noise apparently stopped, so we should
go check it
be
out.
a little cautious.
Yeah.
I say
Okay.
Shieldwell goes in front.
Yeah, I'm drawing my dagger and my sword and readying myself.
All right. Y'all move closer. Are y'all moving closer to the room?
Slightly,
I am,
yeah.
yes.
Yes.
I've got my shield just leveled in front of me, like, okay, I got this.
How far out am I?
So the room is now probably, the entrance to the room is probably about 10 feet in front of you.
About how wide is the hallway?
The hallway, I will say, is probably, actually, it's probably it's wide enough for three of y'all to go side by side.
All right, so Odie's gonna move up beside Batra with his shield at the ready.
So as y'all advance closer, I need you to roll initiative.
I figured that was coming.
23.
11.
14.
All right, hold on, slow down. All right. Odie?
Odie got an 11.
Batra?
14.
Thraxis?
15.
Dusk Tinker?
13.
What was that again?
1, 3.
Ragnick?
Aiden.
15.
Okay. And Jim?
19.
All right. Kotaro?
Yes.
You actually get to go first as this creature burst from the ground behind you.
Behind me, personally?
Behind everybody.
Oh no.
Ah, great.
I'm in the rear, so
Let me show you what what burst out of the ground. This lovely creature.
Why? Why?
Oh. Oh.
Looks very
Caught
friendly.
the hatchling of one of these the other day.
So this is what burst from the ground.
How big is that thing?
Hold on a minute. I have to move things around on my screen so I can get back to that point. This is a medium-sized creature.
Okay.
So it bursted up at the back of the group by where like Thraxus and Gem and Dusk are.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to Can I take an action and then an attack?
You get to take. Well, you have. What do you? You want to take an action and then attack?
Yeah, I want to grab Gem and throw her behind me as I'm going forward.
That would be your. That would take a full action.
Damn it.
That would be
Don't
all
worry
you
about
could do.
Gem, I've got her.
Okay. So I can move and then attack.
Yes.
Okay. Now I've got 2 weapon fighting. Dagger and short sword. Plus I have sneak attack. Sneak attack I get to use, right?
If you had advantage on the attack. And that would
Because it says in sneak attack, it says that I can use it anytime I want. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon. If you have advantage on that attack, oh, okay. It only means if I have advantage. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay. So I'm gonna go and dagger short sword. Boom, boom.
all right.
Nine and a 16.
As you go up to swing with the dagger, it steps out of the way, easily missing the dagger. The short sword comes across, and the chitinous armor that it has, the sword just kind of scrapes across it,
Doing no damage.
doing no damage.
Okay. Can I make a disengage now?
Yeah, you can do that. Well, no, you used your hold on a minute.
It's a bonus action to attack with the second weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plus your level 1.
I don't know what level 1 has to do with it.
You only get that at level 2.
Disengage is an action until level 2, then it's a bonus action.
Okay.
All right. So that ends your turn. So now this creature makes a stab attack at you because you've come up there towards it. Holy shit. For a 19 to hit.
Ow. Yeah, I have AC of 17.
Doing 7 points of damage.
Ouchie. Okay. Yeah, I am hurt, guys.
Okay.
And it swings again. $13 to hit.
Okay. On me?
Yeah. Does that hit?
Okay, well,
No, you
I've got a
said
17.
You're able to, as the first one pierces into you, as it pulls out to swing back with its other leg, it goes in, and you're able to maneuver yourself out of the way of the second attack.
Okie dokie.
Jim.
All right, how far away is this thing from me?
It's not too terribly far.
All right, is it at least like 10 feet away?
No, it's less than, it's probably right in that range of 8 to 10 feet.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay.
So Wisdom save.
$14.
Damn it, that passes.
Damn.
Damn, I was doing that trying to help him. Okay. Let me roll the damage here, because it'll still take half.
Okay.
So 3.
3
And
points.
then, yeah, 3 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And if it's that far away, I might be able to get away from it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's your only direction to travel is the room that is on fire.
Yeah, I can't move to past my allies right now, so yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. Ragnick.
All right. How far away is it from me?
From where y'all are at, it's within 10 feet.
Cool. I'll walk up to it. And I'll just go, listen, dude. Please, just leave us alone and I'll hit it with my mace.
Okay.
That's one way to do it.
This brings up the memories of, oh, do you mean mace, spritz, spritz? No, I mean mace. Boom, boom.
Never mind.
You take a swing. Roar! Blink! It kind of looks at you.
Kotaro looks up. Well, I could have done that.
Is that all your actions?
I'll stab him with a dagger.
Okay.
Never mind.
Wow.
Again?
I don't think D&D
Not
Beyond
very
likes me
good at
very
this
much.
game, are you?
I know how you feel. Thraxis. Just seen Ragnit attempt to hurt this thing.
Okay, quick question. How tall are Kataro and Ragnik?
I'm a foot tall.
Like 5 feet tall.
That's pretty tall for him. Okay.
He has some giantess in his family somewhere.
He wears boots with little lifts in them.
He's got platforms.
Seeing Kataro take that hit, Thraxis is going to move up next to him and kind of place his shield out in front of Kataro to kind of give him a little bit of cover, and he's going to unleash his he's going to swing. Not going to waste that breath weapon just yet. So he's going to swing with the long sword.
All right.
If D&D Beyond loads. That would be an 18 to hit.
18. You swing into it. And it just, you think it's a good hit. But just couldn't quite crack that armor. Think if it had just been just a tiny fraction better aimed, you believe you could have made it. You could have hurt it, but it just slides off. You do see it cracked a little bit, but other than that, there's no damage.
Okay.
It didn't quite get the bite you were looking for.
So at that point, he's just going to ready himself there and kind of be like that third man in the row to kind of make it to where the creature can't bypass them, if possible.
Okay.
And at that point, that's the end of his turn.
All right. Batra.
One moment. Sorry, roommate business. Anyways, how far away is Kataro from me? Like, would I be able to make it up to him?
Without a doubt.
Okay, so
Probably 3 steps.
what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to Kataro. I'm gonna look at him and say, "You're injured." And then I'm going to place my hand upon him, and I'm going to use my lay on hands pool and heal him for heal him for 10 points of damage.
Whoa. Okay. Well, that takes me all the way back up to good.
Was that your full action?
Yes.
All right. Dusk Tinker.
I don't notice anybody with any injuries, correct?
Not anymore. You just saw Batra go up and lay on hands. So there's currently no one injured.
Then I'm going to pull my bow and I'm going to shoot it.
Okay.
So the dice gods like you better.
$11 doesn't hit. 11 doesn't hit, does it?
The arrow flies as this thing's moving around trying to find its next target, and it just bounces off its natural body armor.
Oof.
The armor itself
my
is almost insectoid compared to the meaty parts of it, which are definitely not insectoid.
That will be my turn.
Odie.
Odie is going to give a roar and charge at it.
All right, you have definitely have 3 people right there in front of you, between you and it.
All right, so can I don't know.
What size are you?
I am 7 feet tall.
You're 7 feet tall.
Can I jump over like Kataro?
You know
Yeah.
what?
I mean, you
could
could
step
have,
over.
but I'm in
You
front
can
of
step over Kataro. It's
Yeah.
The issue is
I'm
you've got a
barely
6.5
even a leg
foot
width
tall
for you.
lion.
All right, so if I can't get by, I'm just going to move up close to Batra with my shield at the ready.
I was gonna ask, would you allow me to like springboard him off of me if he decided to like do the run and charge thing?
yes.
What?
You want to try it, Odie?
A 6-foot lion springboarding a 7-foot tall dragon.
We'll call it sideboarding.
Jim,
Try it.
you're the bard. You better remember this shit.
Sing
So-
the song.
So this is
I
what
wanna
you're
see
planning
it.
on doing. I'm going to need an acrobatics roll from Odie
Oh god.
and
Oh,
an
God.
athletics roll from Batra.
Are you guys really
Oh,
doing
no.
this?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, yep,
That's
let's
it.
do it.
That's it. That's it. From now on, whenever we leave, all the recruits are getting red shirts.
I got a 15.
Lee, you said athletics for me, correct?
Yes.
I got a 15.
Modified 20.
So you go running up. Batra turns and sees you coming. So he gets down. You come up, you take a step. He launches you towards this creature. Give me an attack roll. And you know what? Give it to me with advantage.
Yes, I love it.
He's gonna hit this thing and he's gonna knock it clean off of its feet and shove it in a corner. The only thing I can think of, is has anybody ever seen the Garfield cartoons?
I kept
Yes.
thinking about the strip
Okay.
or the strip and him being Odie. Yeah.
Yeah, the sound of Odie running along and that little trumpet going dun, 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 like this.
No, I was thinking it was like,
Unfortunately,
it worked with Lily, so I'm gonna try it with Odie.
as Odie swings, he misses.
I still got to deal with a flying 7-foot dragonkin.
Yeah, it kind of
Exactly.
it's moved out of the way. It sees this just in time to rear out of the way.
It's like Holy crap! They're throwing Dragonkin at me. Okay, that's it. I'm out of here. I quit.
It just nopes out. It's like, nope.
No. I'm getting a hold of my union. They did not mention this in the book.
So, Odie, does that end your turn?
It's my turn.
That ends it?
Yep.
All right. That brings us back to the top. Kotaro.
Okay. I'm assuming because of the damage of being knocked down to 2 points that I hit the ground.
Okay.
So, how far away is this thing from me?
It's still not that far from you.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement, and I'm going to slide my ass underneath of it. Then I'm going to take my short sword and my dagger, and I'm going to stab the shit out of the meaty.
Okay.
I'm assuming they have a lesser AC.
No, the AC is the same because it also encounters movement as part of it. They definitely don't have it. But that sinks the short sword, the dagger. It's able to move, but as it does, you've timed it just right to sink the short sword in.
Yeah.
Roll some damage there.
Okay.
Stab me, I'm stabbing you back.
10 points.
10 points, all right. It howls. It starts to rear back a little bit, slightly lifting you up before your sword pulls back out of its body.
And I still don't get a sneak attack advantage? Oh.
No, actually,
I'm kidding.
Actually, that would give you a sneak attack because you have allies within 5 feet.
Okay, well then I'm going to do a sneak attack.
So that was you could actually roll. Well, I was going to say you could roll one of those again to see if it actually gave you a nat 20 because you had advantage on the attack.
Okay, I'll roll the dagger again.
We'll roll them both again.
17 on the dagger, and
because we'll say you're going to hit. You hit with the
24 and 21.
You hit with the sword. Well, in that case, you would have hit with the dagger too.
Yeah.
So give me the dagger damage.
2.
2. All right. So the sneak attack was 5. And the dagger.
Hold on just a second.
Do 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 do. I still can't believe that worked. That was awesome.
Yeah, I know. Never gonna forget that.
Oh yeah, no.
So
Jem's
those of
the
you that
bard,
are
she needs to
home,
make a song.
I would like to point out that we have. While we're waiting for Enigma to get finished there, some merchandise that just came available. Property of Oxord, OTS. Go forth and roll some dice. You can find that in our
Which I will be ordering one of those on Monday.
a link is in our approved AMDM approved links on our Discord. There's also a link in our bio on TikTok, and if you just search Zazzle for AMDM, it should come up.
Someone also posted the link for it in the Twitch chat.
Ah, there it is.
Cerberus.
There's a link in our Twitch chat for this and a couple other shirts. I have another one right here. It is the logo on the front, and then on the back it says, "Go forth and roll some dice."
Very nice. Are you going to get one with the new Mimic?
Yes, that will be out as well. I haven't transferred that over to where I can use it yet.
I'm excited about that one.
Yes, I'm actually gonna.
Yeah, I want the Mimic one.
I am going to take my logo, the normal logo, and the Mimic logo, and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on a net gator, one of these gators. So it'll be checkerboarded on here.
I'm glad you like the logo so far.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that Mimic?
Yes.
Yeah, the Mimic Cup.
The Mimic Cup and that other Mimic. My God, it's a Mimic and a Tyrannosaurus Rex mixed together. What the hell is that thing? I was scared as hell of that.
To me, it looks like a Pathfinder Mimic.
So, that's your turn?
Yeah, so far, how much damage did I do?
Oh, you did a significant amount. This thing looks, he's looking kind of hurt.
Okay.
He's bleeding profusely out of the wounds that you just gave him, and he's pissed.
Don't piss off the cat. It's got claws.
And it's gonna try, you seem to have done the most damage and apparently are the most threat. And directly underneath him still. So he's gonna attack you again.
Okay.
18 to
I'll
hit.
take it. He made it by 1. Unless
Damn
he
it.
gets a minus for some reason.
No. And 9 points of damage.
Ow. Oh, guess who's at 0, guys?
Oh no.
Damn it!
God
Hey,
dang mute button. Is he
I
within
did my
5
part.
feet of?
I'm out.
Is he within 5 feet of Thraxis?
Yes.
Thraxis is going to use interception.
Interception. And what does interception do?
It is my fighting style as a fighter. I get to roll a d10 plus 1 and subtract that from damage taken.
Nice.
Do you take that damage?
No, it's just it
negate.
just says it's negated.
Okay. Go for it.
Let me bring up D&D Beyond for that. Really quickly. Action. Okay. It doesn't give me an option for a D10 on there for that.
It's probably under your features and traits tab.
Okay. That might be.
Also, if you hit the little dice button, it'll give you the different dice that you can roll.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Ba-dum.
So it's 10 damage I negate.
So you slide under as this claw comes down.
All of a sudden, there's a shield in the way.
Yes, you're able to block it with a shield just in time for the next attack to come down. Oh.
Oh, nice.
That's not good.
No, I thought it was a crit, but it rolled over to a 2. The second,
Yay.
Gods be with us.
the second one comes down just in time for you to roll back the other way, pushing the arm into the ground.
I'm sorry, Lee. I didn't mean to laugh at you like that.
That's okay. I'm used to this. I'm a dungeon master. This happens. Jem!
Okay.
There are two people underneath this creature.
Well, I am going to pull out my crossbow and I'm going to shoot it.
Waste it with the crossbow. Only some people will get that reference.
I have advantage, thankfully. 20?
Is that a dirty 20?
Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay.
I was about to be like, okay, we're gonna crit this thing. Awesome.
10 damage.
On a crossbow shot? That's really good.
Yeah, she rolled a 7 on a d8.
Oh.
Yeah, this thing is looking really bad. The crossbow bolt flies off, hits it in one of its eyes. It's like a pissed off praying mantis.
Oh, the comments. The comments that could be said.
Yeah.
And, sorry, okay. Yeah, I think that would be all I can do at the moment. Wait. Who's after me?
Ragnick.
I give you Bardic Inspiration.
How
What does that do?
As a bonus action. Oh, okay. So, any a creature other than myself within 60 feet that can hear me gains a inspiration die of 1d6 for 10 minutes. The creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be added after seeing the die roll, but before knowing the outcome.
I'm gonna need this.
So it's a d6 you get. So how are you, as the bard, relaying this to them?
Well, since she is more of a painting bard, she makes a very beautiful picture, and it is able to make people very happy.
So she yells out, "Ragnick!" And he turns and glances it very quickly. She sketches out you hitting this thing. And standing joyous, just real quick, you can see it in your mind as you turn, look at the creature, envisioning the same movements. What are you
I love it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hit it with my mace and then stab it with a dagger.
All right, you go up to swing and
Attack roll.
17.
don't forget to add the inspiration that she gives you, the d6.
$18.
You got a 1?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ugh.
Crack! And it just kind of looks at you a little bit. You look back at the painting. You're going, oh, wait a minute, that's with the dagger. And you swing up with the dagger.
Roll.
16.
Apparently you didn't look very good at the painting.
She's very angry.
Jim, I love you, but art just isn't your... No.
As
One tear sheds from Ragnick's eye.
Screw you, people. I worked very hard on that.
it's apparently the creature saw the image too with its one good eye and said, hey.
I'm going to avoid
one
that.
guy. Oh, yeah.
Thraxis.
All right. for his movement, Thraxis is going to crawl out from underneath the creature and take up his position again still within melee range of the creature.
Okay.
As you're doing this, Thraxis, you just hear Batra yell out, "Get him, babe!"
Thraxis gives a bit of a huff and then turns around and makes it a... yeah, we'll swing with the sword again. I think I really can do.
Just a question, Thraxis.
yeah.
Are you getting out from behind or in front of it?
What was that? Sorry, my mic and stuff broke up.
Are you getting out from behind or in front of it?
I said back to my original position. I didn't think about the whole behind it thing. Yeah, that was not very smart of me.
And you take a swing wondering, what's Ragnik looking at? As as the swing goes wide.
Yeah.
Does that end your turn? Do you have anything else up your sleeve?
No, since it is my turn again, though, my reaction resets, so I'll have my shield for another round.
All right.
That's my go.
Batra.
Yay, it's my turn. Just to confirm, all damage that it was going to do to Nigma got mitigated, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so that lets me do what I originally wanted to do. I am within 5 feet of this thing, correct?
There are people crowded in the area, remember that.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to stand up. Or, not stand up. I'm going to swing my hammer at this damn thing.
You gonna throw it? Or
no, I'm gonna... I'm
with it?
Literally... Yeah, I'm literally going to rear back and just swing. And I'm gonna miss. Woof. But I am going to use my bonus action and use Daunting Roar. So this thing needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
17.
Crap. Okay, well, it passes. Yeah. I'd never get to use that, and it actually worked.
And here I was getting my hammer time chant already. Hammer time. We don't want to go too far. Get a copyright.
With that having been done, I'm going to go ahead and take up a defensive stance.
Okay. Dusk Tinker.
Do I get advantage with the guy still underneath of him?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I'm going to try to literally jump over it to the back side of it.
Oh, that's an acrobatics roll.
Definitely an acrobatics roll.
If you, it's a 7. If you didn't, it's a 7.
It's a 7?
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
No. As you start to jump, you see this thing kind of rear up, and you realize there's not enough room between the ceiling and it for you to make a clear jump.
Then I'm going to attack it with my 2 weapons.
Go for it.
Come on, 20. Kotaro needs a new pair of shoes.
Yeah, especially with all the goo that's in them right now.
I know, right? Ew. Actually, Kotaro doesn't have any shoes on, so.
He's not Puss in Boots?
No, he's not Puss in Boots. He's just Puss.
Does a 24 and a 20 hit it?
Barely.
20?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll for damage then. $17 total.
So, now what'd you hit him with?
First one was a short sword, second one was a dagger.
All right, so how would you like to end this creature's existence?
As I see I'm trying to fly over him, I take my swords out and pierce him as I'm flying.
Okay, so you go to try to fly over, right? The sword's hit. And then you, because of the 7 that you rolled, you're not going to quite make it over. So you start to go down because gravity takes over. And the swords just pierce through. As they hit through the other side and hit the ground, they cross, hit the ground, and then scissor their way down.
Oh,
As you come down, was anyone still underneath?
yeah.
Yes.
Me.
Who? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see.
Uh-oh.
No.
Luckily, Thraxus, with his reactionary abilities, could move Kotaro out of the way.
Traxxas, we need you.
Yeah.
Because he did say he was going to be there to prepare. So as you see this
Yep.
happening, you're able to reach in, grab Kotaro, and yank him back as the swords come down. And just nice little scissoring effect on this creature. It starts to try to crawl. It swings a couple more times, but it's more muscle reaction than anything else. After a few moments, the twitching stops. The smell, on the other hand,
Ew.
is horrible.
And I'm
Okay,
most likely
so-
covered in it.
I cast
Adam-
prestidigitation to get rid of that.
Awesome. Real quick though, I just got back. Who landed that blow?
I did.
The last one.
Awesome job.
Okay, Kotaro gets up, steps around, keeps looking.
At this point, you notice that the fire that was in the other room from the lit oil has finally started to die down.
Okay. Haku jumps up, looks around. Or Kotaro jumps up, looks around. Haku said that these things travel in packs.
Do we hear any more clicking or tapping noises like we heard before?
Give me a roll. Perception.
All right. Alrighty.
Everybody, or just
Well, I'm actively looking.
I just want to get a 0.
I got a 15.
I got a 15 plus
Yeah,
5, so
I don't
20.
hear anything. I don't hear shit.
I rolled a 10
I
total.
I got a net 1.
Oh yeah, you do not hear anything.
I am deaf.
Rings of battle still echo in your ears.
Jim's
There's
still
there,
angry
there's
about
something
her
there's some
drawing
sort
being
of goo
ignored.
or something that's just on the side of the head that's preventing you from hearing properly.
Well, in that case, Thraxis is, since he can't hear anything, he's just going to keep his eyes peeled, looking not looking for anything, but just ready to react if he needs to.
All right, as you move, where are y'all doing? I mean, are y'all gonna stand here?
Well, I got a 20 on perception.
You do hear that clicking sound, but it sounds almost tinny, like it would have been an echo or something along those that's nature.
Tell me,
Okay.
Kotaro, what do your cat ears hear?
I hear the clicking, but it sounds like metal, like an echo. I think what they did was they bumped into a nest with this, and that hole leads to a nest.
Nest. Should we
Looking-
try and clear it out, or seal up the hole? What game plan do you guys want to do?
With my luck, I'd die.
Does anyone let me see something. Paladin, rogue, paladins, rogues. That individual's not here.
What you thinking?
Bard.
Yeah.
That sounds worrisome.
I need a roll from the bard. Let me see. Well, the bard's the one that's most likely would know. Would have the
Okay.
information that I need to.
What would you like me to roll?
Hold on a minute. I got to look at a character sheet real quick. So I can make sure I'm asking the correct skill check. Either survival, nature, or history.
I will roll a survival. I rolled a 9, so 12. Yeah.
You don't have any information.
Yeah.
Since she rolled survival,
So anyone else have survival?
am I able to? I was gonna say, since she rolled survival, am I able to give her assistance on that?
Yeah, I can do survival.
Okay, then those of you that can do survival or nature, if you're proficient in it.
In other words,
Oh,
the
yeah,
little
that's
red dot.
funny.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. Survival.
I got nature.
Okay.
I got history.
And I got a 10.
Oof.
Yeah. It was on 18. And then it bounced
Oh,
off that
that's
stupid wall
That's
that-
crap.
that freaking D&D Beyond has.
So anyone else?
I got a 17.
17.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go.
Woo!
After you
Save
have
by the
fought this,
nature check.
and now that you've looked at it, outside of the heat of battle, you think you may have heard stories of these creatures.
Adult Kruthic.
You believe it is something called a Kruthic.
A Kruthic.
And one of the stories that you have heard is to deal with Kruthics, people would find a dead one and like leave it out so others wouldn't come near as a warning. Something about their sense of smell.
So I relay that to the group, but at the end I go, and I know this is true because I'm the most perceptive member of the group.
Okay.
Odie's gonna kind of facepalm and just
Okay.
shake his head.
Batra's just shaking his head at this moment while slightly chuckling. But he is going to talk to the group, and he's so do we just drag the thing in front of that hole, or
I
what
say we drag it
do we
in
do?
there. I say we drag it, throw it in the hole, and then cover that damn hole up with a big ring.
I'm okay with that.
Aren't we supposed to be looking for the guy that got attacked too?
Yeah, I kind of think we need to. Much
Okay.
as I hate to say, we kind of need to go in to find him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Drax just
stick our
raises
head
his
in the
arm up
hole.
real quick, and so what about dragging it with us?
Sounds like a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Not like any of us don't smell like it in the first place.
Yeah.
Especially the one.
I say we just drag it along, and every once in a while pick some blood up off of it and smear it on the walls, just to make sure that they know. Don't freaking come near here.
Agreed.
As you drag it,
So as far as the corpse goes, who's the strongest among us? Make it easier to move.
Not me.
should say half a
Pretty
corpse.
rough.
My strength is 16.
Same here.
Yeah, y'all could easily.
Yeah.
This is a medium creature. Y'all could easily pull half of it because, well, that's all that's left. You know.
I say
Ragnak
we
looks
make
at the group.
the tiny cat carry it.
The tiny cat and the kobold.
Listen, I want to be useful. Can I please carry it?
Yeah, sure, you got it. There you go.
That's the only contribution I've done to the fight. And another tear draws, and it was a very nice drawing.
That'll
just gonna
work. 'Cause it'll
ignore
keep my
him.
arms
I am
open in
bad.
case I have to block something again.
Whoop.
Save the cat's
What
life.
were you trying to do, Ragnik?
How do you
After
mean?
looking at the thing, what
Hit
were
it.
you going for? Because that did not work at all.
You're right, but I could have hit it.
The other room that was on fire is again similar like the other four, with the exception of a 5-foot circular hole in the wall, or I should say tunnel.
Guys,
I think before we do anything, we should probably check that room just to be safe, because we don't want anything, popping out and surprising us. I mean, I've used up my lay on hands pool. Odie's is the only one we have left.
Do we hear anything coming down the tunnel at all?
You don't hear any movement coming down the tunnel, but echoing through it You do hear some more chittering sounds.
Yeah.
I do have my med kit with me.
Odie's gonna look at the group and be like, I don't think this is gonna be as easy to block up as we thought.
Well, I
it
mean,
sounds
like
this
they can
thing
burrow.
dug through solid stone, so I don't
Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
that's a case.
It is through stone. It is not through a soft dirt. This thing cut through stone.
Yeah,
So we
so
need
Okay,
blocking it
well,
off is
that's
gonna
why
be
we're
hard.
dragging this thing along with us.
So we need to destroy the nest.
Well, I mean, there are two halves of the thing. I say we take one half, put it in front of the tunnel, and take the other half with us.
Okay. But make sure just then.
All right. Batra then goes, grabs the backside of this insect, takes it, and drags it in front of this tunnel and just puts it down. And then, just to make sure it can't, like, do a Hydra thing where it, like, sprouts a new end, just smashes it with his hammer real quick. Just to squish out some more blood and whatnot, and then comes back to the group. Well, that part's taken care of. Let's continue on.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna go in front and use my perception and or my dark vision to be able to see what's going on in front of us. Make sure we don't run over anything spiky, snarly, and anymore.
I think having it be a good idea to have Dusk up and right behind Nigma with Odie and Thraxus in the back, bringing up the back just so that we can have light along the whole group.
I will pick up my torch and follow what they're asking me to do.
All right.
Well, just remember, if I'm at the back of the group, I can't defend anybody if they come up front.
Well, you'll be by Gem.
That's fine.
About 25 feet into the hole, you do see where it branches off. Headed back almost in the direction that you, towards the room in the hallway.
Okay, that's how he came through when, yeah.
And you hear...
Batra's gonna take some blood and just smear it all over where this branch is just to be safe.
All right. And then you still hear the sound coming from farther up.
Okay, keep going.
Kasunk.
It's getting louder, whereas the screeching on that one was loud. This is more high-pitched than the hissing and screeching of the creature that you killed. This is a more high-pitched screeching.
Oh, gravy. Babies. No,
Yeah,
Jim, you cannot take one home.
At least they should be easier to deal with.
You'd think that, but Odie was just in a match with solo match against 3 of them and came through on his last leg, so
Yeah. Flask of oil and cave that puppy in after we started on fire. Okay, keep going. And we're looking.
And it opens up, and in this small chamber, as you approach, you see 4 little heads turn towards you.
Did they go to attack?
Yep.
Initiative.
God damn it. Initiative.
Oh, this will be fun.
Got a 12.
Hold on a
Oh,
minute.
well.
I gotta reload some stuff here. All right. Kataro 12. Odie.
3.
Huh?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Batra.
Odie and Thraxus tied.
I got a 9.
Thraxus got a 3.
Yeah.
Dust Tinker.
14.
Whoops. That's not right. There we go. Ragnick.
8.
Jim.
10.
Ouch.
I gotta remove that one because it's dead. Okay. So who was in the lead?
That would be me. Except I was trying to use perception to stop before we got to anything nasty. But okay.
Well, you heard the chittering all the way up.
We knew it was coming, just not when.
So this thing, this smaller version, actually probably about your size now,
Great. Something on my level.
comes at you.
Okay.
And the first attack, 14 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. All right.
I'm assuming, and I know this is going to sound stupid, but I'm assuming they have to get my armor class or better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the way I run it, all ties go to the defender.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've got a 17 armor class.
Oh yeah, he didn't come anywhere.
I'm good.
Oh. Let's see how his brother does. Because like there are sorry, how many did I tell you there were? 4?
4.
Yeah, so 3 of them win. 3 of them go first.
Great.
Plus pack tactics. So 19.
Ouch. Okay.
Doing 4 points of damage.
Owie. Okay.
And then the third one. Comes up. You said your AC was 17?
Uh-huh.
All right. The third one also gets 7 points of damage.
Okay. I'm dead.
Well, you're down.
Ah.
I'm -2.
You're not dead. You're bleeding out.
Okay.
Dust Tinker.
I am going to use my med pack on him.
Okay. You're gonna drag him out of the way so everyone can get in here and deal with these.
Will dragging him cause me to use my action?
I will say no in this instance.
Okay, I will pull him back so that he's not in the line of fire, and then I'm going to use my healer's feet to heal him with my med pack.
All right, exactly what does that allow you to do? Besides stabilize?
Heal 1d6 plus 4 of damage from 0.
All right. Wait, 1d4 plus damage? Or 1d4?
1d6.
Or
1d6 plus 4.
Okay.
From 0.
Okay.
That is 6 points of health to him.
All right.
And that's the only time I can use it on him until he rests.
And
Okay.
And I take it that's your full action there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Kataro,
Yes.
you're awake, and these little bastards are taking you down a lot tonight, and it's your turn.
Two-handed fighting. I can hit one on each, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sword at the first one, dagger at the second one.
All right. So Davies gets the sword. Oh, Davies gets the dagger.
Yeah, 24 on that one, and 25 on the other.
And Sheila gets the sword. All right, roll the damage for the first one.
Do I get sneak attack?
Not in this instance here.
Okay. Dagger does 9 points of damage. Sword does 10 points of damage. Those are both piercing, by the way.
You have seen Kataro roaming the base. You've seen Kataro in combat with this large creature. And now you've seen Kataro angry. Because Kataro has cleaved two of these creatures in two. And is now covered in all kinds of goo and looks slightly perturbed.
Your nuts don't fuck with me. Note to self, don't piss off the cat.
Hey, Kataro, you need a bath.
That goes for both
Jim?
in the party.
It is your turn, Jim.
Okay, did he kill those?
He killed two of them.
Okay, I want to make sure that's what I was hearing. So,
There are two left.
And they're around the same area, right?
One of them is near the entrance, the other one is farther back.
Oh, from the back?
It's a little bit farther into the little area here.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that. So I'm going to shoot at the one that's close.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I don't get a nat 20 with my advantage. No, but a 24 I hope hits.
Yeah.
10 damage as I shoot it.
I'll lay down.
As this one goes to rear up and try to strike at Kataro again. Jim, let's loose with the crossbow. It's such a good shot. It causes this thing to do a backflip before it hits the ground.
That's nice. That's great.
Go, Gemstone.
Batra can just be heard in the background going, "Get them!" Rah! And he just lets out a roar of, like, not really victory, but of encouragement.
And it's Batra's turn, all the way in the back of a 5-foot tunnel.
What is this fourth one doing?
Nothing right now. It's not its turn.
Okay.
How far away from me is the fourth one?
What position were you in this line of people in a 5-foot wide tunnel?
I think like third.
Yeah, I think Batra was right behind Odie.
Okay.
Yeah, Batra was right behind Odie.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
You want to wait and see what it does? Because if it just cowers, then, you know, I don't want to attack something that's not going to attack us. That would be kind of fucked up and rude.
I mean, fair enough. I still just want to know how far away from me it is so I can be ready.
It's probably about 15, 20 feet. It's hard to tell. There's people in the way.
I am going to move to the front of everybody, and I'm going to stare this thing down. And then I'm going to let out a very low, menacing growl, and I'm going to try and intimidate this damn thing.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, got an 11. Oof.
Yeah. It's hard to tell whether you've intimidated it or not.
Okay.
Is it doing anything on its turn?
It hasn't had its turn yet.
Okay.
So is that going to end it for you, Batra?
No one's... I turn to the group and I say, no one's injured, right?
And is that the end of your turn? You've let out a roar. You've turned and said something.
Yes.
Ending your turn there. Okay.
Yes.
Ragnick.
Do I have line of sight on this?
Not at the moment. Batra is now blocking the hole, standing, looking in, asking if everyone's okay.
Is that a fat joke? Are you calling Batra fat?
He's fluffy.
No, just a little fluffy.
And we ain't lying.
I hate all of you.
Oh, that was bad.
He's majestic. He is majestic as all get out.
Do not keep dragging my shit into this.
Oh, I'm going to. Just like I'm going to give Aiden the hardest time of his life, always.
No, you don't have line of sight because of the people that are in the front.
Okay. So he'll just slowly start walking up, and everyone will eventually hear it. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Till he can get up to it, and he'll just hold his mace. And he'll say, do I attack it or no? And that'll be the end of his turn.
They're just walking up to the creature?
Well, unless anyone has plans, I guess I'll hold my attack. If I can do that.
Okay.
Till I get an order.
Alexa, light on.
All right, so it starts digging a hole.
Okay, is it going very fast?
From where you're at, you can't tell. It's dug a hole down to where you can't see it anymore.
Okay. I look down. Is it in? Can I see it still when I walk up to the hole and look down into the hole?
Well, it's not your turn yet.
Oh, okay.
We've got Odie and Thraxus still deciding what they're going to do. Odie, you're next.
Okay.
This area widens up a little bit. It's probably about 15 feet across now.
Okay, so real quick, apparently I had a connection issue and I missed everything that just happened after Kotaro said he walked up to the hole. So
That's
if you
pretty
wouldn't
much
mind
that's
repeating it.
that's pretty much all that's happened so far.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So
Kill it
Odie's
with
gonna
fire.
make his way over to the hole. Can I see down into it?
Yes. And
How far?
it digs down. You can see it's probably got this hole is probably about, at this point now, about 10 foot.
Oh,
So
yeah.
They dig pretty quick.
I'm just gonna do a breath attack down into the hole.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh. You know,
Beautiful.
hey, Lee.
You might as well
I'm
just
not
roll damage on
absolutely
that because
sure.
he. Huh?
I'm not absolutely sure, but I think he gets a bonus on aim.
All right. Well, the creature cannot make any dex saves or anything like that.
That would be an 8.
So 8 points of
Poison.
poison. If the thing could cough, you would hear it coughing and choking, but you still hear it digging.
Odie's just gonna kind of gesture Thraxus over, and that's it.
Thraxus.
It's Thraxus'
Thraxus
turn,
is-
right?
Yep.
Thraxus is going to notice Odie waving him over.
You just saw him
Over.
release his breath weapon into the ground. You still see a slight fumes of this poisonous gas through this hole, and you can hear the digging.
Getting up to the
Batra's gonna
hole,
look
looking
at Thraxus. Batra's gonna look at Thraxus and just be careful of.
Looking down into the hole using can I see the creature digging?
It's about 10 foot into the hole, and it's starting to curve the tunnel. The tunnel itself is only about 2.5 feet wide.
Okay. Well, I guess, because I don't have anything that I can use to hit it other than that, I guess I'm going to take a play out of Odie's book and do the same thing.
All right.
So that is, let's see, go back to my, not that, there we go. It is, one. I'll roll the second one. That's not.
Well, you don't have to roll to attack. You just got to roll the damage for the breath weapon.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was trying to do, but it wouldn't let me. Okay, that's 2d6 is 12 damage.
What kind of breath weapon is it?
Ice.
Ice.
Yes. Kataro's very familiar with that.
As you release it down, the hole itself, you because it had just started to turn, so you can still see it just scraping away at this stone. The front of it starts to freeze first as it starts to chip into this. Its little claws snap as it just slowly or quickly freezes from the front all the way back. As it does, the temperature in there just gets so cold that it forms layers of ice from the moisture in the air, what little there is. It cracks the stone a little bit because of the enclosed space, but it fills that hole with ice. And that
Absolute
creature
zero.
is dead.
Oh well, gave it a chance. Damn it.
The Thraxus just blows a little cold mist from his nose.
Batra runs up, hugs Thraxus, and says, "Are you okay?" And
Odie's gonna
just
offer. Odie's gonna offer a fist pump.
asks him, "Are you okay?" Because of the whole poison breath weapon thing and the fumes that lifted up into the air and whatnot, and just is checking on Thraxus.
I'll begin searching the room for the guy that we're looking for.
Ditto.
It doesn't take you long off to the side. You do find the chewed on remains
Ew.
of not one, but two individuals.
Whoa.
Mm.
Any identifying
Puzzled face? Question mark.
rings or
One of them has a band on his arm, or what's left of his arm.
okay,
You see this
I take
red
that.
fabric band. You recognize
So he was
this
registered.
as something that one of the bandit groups in the area, the Red Bands.
Mm.
You've heard stories of this group.
Mm.
The other one, you're guessing due to the clothes that remain, was probably Artros.
Is there? Does anyone have anything that we could use possibly to carefully collect the remains to bring with us?
I think I do. Give me a sec. Let me look through my inventory.
Are you going to search the bodies themselves?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to
First,
suggest that as well.
I need you to give me a D4 roll.
A D4.
A
Okay.
D4.
That would be a 1.
All right. Now give me a D12.
A D12. A 5. Oh, that wasn't supposed to do that. That was a nice roll.
So the roll is a 5.
Yep.
Upon the pouch upon the bandit, the red band,
Yeah.
you do find a small pouch containing 120 silver pieces.
100 what?
120
Gold?
silver.
Silver. Okay.
The other individual, he appears to have a brush, for like cleaning
Yeah.
off things, but nothing of value.
Okay.
Can Odie go in and give a look just to see in case Katara missed anything?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Nope.
search the rest of the area for any other tunnels.
There is one other tunnel leading out of this area. But about 30 or 40 feet back, it is collapsed in.
So you want the D4 and the D12?
Give me a D4 roll first.
All right, D4. Another one.
You have found nothing else. That was all that was there.
All right. Was worth a try.
Thrax is just going to keep his eyes peeled and stuff for the area, just in case any more decide to sneak up underneath us.
Okay. Let's take the remains out.
As is Batra.
So Batra, did you have something that we can put the remains in or on?
I looked, and
Shoulders.
unfortunately, I do not.
I have an adventurer's kit which has a tarp, so we can load the remains in the tarp.
Okay.
Can I skin these things?
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and I'll skin them and prep them for leather.
You're not going to get much
It's an
leather
insect.
off of it. You know, it's not an insect. It just has insect-like armor.
Right. So you're looking at carapace armor.
Maybe like keratin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think of thick pieces
Still
of
sellable.
plastic. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm going to start
Yeah, take
heading.
it back to Captain Tarak, and he'll pay a hefty sum.
So what are you gonna do, Kataro?
So
I'm gonna
whoever.
say,
Go ahead.
I'm going to say we should probably start heading out. We found the bodies. We know the extent of everything in the area.
Are we absolutely certain we've cleared it, though?
Yeah.
There may be more of them.
They
We're
went
certain
and
we
checked
cleared
the
it.
tunnel.
We've checked every space open.
Fair enough. Perhaps I'm just being overcautious.
I mean, it's not like you can
But-
walk into a closet, turn around twice, and see another one.
Fair enough.
Lee, don't give him a hard time. He died yesterday, and he saw tentacles in the sky last night.
He had some serious trauma, people.
He's got some issues there. Now, whoever
He's got some issues.
whoever was going to skin these creatures, I need a survival roll.
Okay, I'll give that to you.
Give me
real
3 of them.
Yeah, because you can't get that last one.
Well, he's also going to go after the parent too, right?
I mean, it's a solid block of ice.
It's a Kruthic sickle.
Poisonous ice at that.
12, 13, and 15.
Okay, you're actually off the smaller ones. You're 2 of them. You're able to get some carapace pieces about this big. Off of the large one, you're able to get something that could probably be made into a shield or at least a chest piece.
Okay, because I am a leather worker. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, so you got 2 smaller ones that are, yay size. But the rest of it, in the battle, the damage that was given to them, there's not enough usable leather there or skin there to do anything with.
So
Question.
the little ones are good enough for like shields for like kobolds.
It's a little too. Kobolds are a little bit larger from that. Maybe a buckler for a kobold.
Oh. Well.
I mean, you could probably make a set of gloves for a medium-sized creature with them.
Okay, I'll work on that when I'm off and out of game.
So I think that we should take the remains back to the surface.
Agreed.
Great.
I have
I
a
want
quick
out of
question. The big one that we were carrying, since we were carrying the upper portion of it, is its head still intact?
Mostly, there is a crossbow bolt sticking out of the eye.
Sorry.
Can I take the head off?
Yeah.
Gonna bring it back.
I
with
want
us
to take
for
the
the
head
trophy?
back.
Okay.
You're damn right I do.
Don't
You
blame
know-
me.
Please clean it before you bring it back.
You know what? Off of the head, as the mandibles that are on there, you could see as you were watching the little one, as y'all saw the little one dig, it actively eats the stone. Part of it that breaks it up are the mandibles that come off of the sides of the jaw. For the large one, those could probably be made into a dagger or something along those lines.
Okay.
Or modified into a weapon of some sort.
So
Okay.
kind of like a predator. Herd.
I mean, let's just see the picture again, because
It kind of reminds me of like an insect dinosaur.
so yeah, the jaws. This piece right here, where it jets off from the chin.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to try to, or at least attempt to take
Gotcha.
the entire head with us.
That's not a problem.
Awesome.
So y'all are headed back up top
Yeah.
Yep.
as you
Got the bodies in the tarp.
dragging the remains back towards the thing. As you get back to the center room, you look up and you see just like a ring of people up there waiting. Did you find him?
We
Yes.
did. Unfortunately, he did not survive the encounter.
Oh. It's gonna be an unfortunate letter I have to write.
Does he have a family?
I think he's got a brother that's either in Maltore or where's this? I think it's Maltore. But I can definitely find the rest of his family. That's not an issue.
Well, we're coming up, so clear a space for us, please.
Yeah, there's the walkway that they have built. Very easily for y'all to get out.
I'd say that as we're carrying the tarp, that it should be 4 of us carrying one at each corner to try to keep it so that the bones don't intermingle.
Dragonfall.
I agree.
That's what his brother's at.
Yeah.
Yes. I will. So, is it safe to go down there again?
We believe so. We've cleared out all of the creatures. So, yes, you should be able to go down without fear.
You say should. Are you sure?
I am sure
That
you'll
I
be able
am.
to go down without fear.
Ah, very well then. Several of them actually help y'all pull the bodies up once y'all get to a point where they can join in. And once y'all have said it's clear, people start going back down there.
Just a warning to the wise, leave the other half where it is.
The other half?
Bocce just nods in agreement. You'll understand when you find it.
Okay.
You'll understand when you smell it.
Well, I think Guitarro kind of has that smell on him.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right.
Well,
I used prestidigitation on him to get rid of it.
even so, you still imagine the smell is on there. That's how bad it was. You're sure it's gone. It's just you remember it so much that it smells like you just use it every couple of minutes just to make sure.
It's stuck in our noses.
Yeah.
They smell like flowers, please.
You see Batra just using one of his hands every now and then to smack his snout.
Ugh.
So it's probably, with the searching of the rooms, probably getting on to late afternoon. Mid-afternoon, most likely. You can take a rest or head back today. You would get back to the city late at night.
I say we bed down for the evening, as it took most of a day to get here. And going from there, we leave at first light, arrive at late afternoon.
Well, when we get out, what time of day is it?
Mid-afternoon. So you're looking
and how
around.
long did it take?
Almost a full day.
Almost a full day. Okay, yeah, bed down.
So throughout the evening, people kind of want to come over and look at the head of the creature that y'all have brought with you. They take the remains of their companion, leaving y'all with the remains of the red band.
Ouch.
Odie's gonna look at the group. We're gonna need to we should bring this body back with us and talk to the superiors about this, because if there's one, there's got to be more.
Yeah.
From what you all know of the red band, they have no problem taking anybody who is an outlaw in any form or fashion. They are very hard to get rid of because they operate in like smaller cells. It's more like a coalition of just bandits. Basically, all it takes to be a red band, from what you understand, is being a bad guy and putting on a red band on your as a signifier on your clothing. It's like every time
What are we going to do
one of the
with
bandit camps gets stomped out, another one takes its place.
what are we planning to do with any nods and gestures over to the remains of the red band? That.
We're taking it with us.
Yeah, we're gonna take it with us and show our superiors, because we might end up having to go on bandit patrols.
Why don't we just take the band with us and bury the body?
Well, we want the remains just in case, because
Well, I don't know. Taking the band with us and leaving the body behind. I mean, is there any spells that can be cast on the remains of the body to be able to investigate it more?
I don't know. I'm just trying to play it safe.
Because
None
if
that I
there
know
As
of.
far
is,
as I'm aware,
Yeah.
the only spell that could possibly cast is Raise Undead.
and that's not going to get it to tell us where it's from or anything. That's just going to create an undead monster.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Or
let's just bury the
resurrection.
body and take the identifying markers.
How decomposed is the body?
It's not so much decomposed. Give me a medicine check.
As it's been gnawed on.
I got
Time
that.
for a 0.
Say that again?
Oh, haha. That's not too bad a roll.
It wasn't a 0 though.
I rolled a 14.
So what was the 14? It's
I got a
probably
Yeah, that
natural
was the
20.
total.
you got a natural 20.
I got a 22.
Yeah.
Oh, then you definitely could tell that it has been dead about 4 days. And the
Good
bite
to-
marks that are on it are all small.
Good to know.
I have expertise in medicine. Does that help me in any way?
No, that's the information you get. 4 days
Okay.
of natural decomposition, as well as the creatures themselves chewing on it.
Alright, so let's bury the body and take the mark, and then get some rest.
From my little knowledge of the arcane, would I know if there's a spell
Give me an
that can?
Give me an Arcana roll.
Four.
Nope, not that you're aware of.
Good to know.
What were you trying to find out?
It doesn't matter now.
Fair enough.
All right, so you are going to bury the body.
As we leave,
Well, we're not leaving yet. We're just burying the body, and then we're gonna rest.
yeah, I just in case I forget, eventually, as we're leaving, the guy picks up a pair of glasses and goes, "I found my glasses!" Now I can see.
Now his perception rolls will actually work.
You have a uneventful evening, even taking the shifts. No more tentacles in the sky. No strange weather.
I've got to know what were the tentacles? Because why?
Well, we're not back yet.
You've had a nice long rest. You awake to movement as the crew are continuing to study and move around. Here, you start to make your way back. towards the city of Hasek, through the desert, back through the city gates, back to the barracks. Commander Moore and the captain are standing there, as they usually are when people are head out to a mission. You see Commander Moore double checking, making sure everyone that's coming back is walking. All right, I take it y'all took care of the job.
Yes, I didn't die this time.
Odie's going to bring the red band over to the commander. We found this
Thraxis
on one of the bodies.
just holds up the head of the creature.
Ooh, haven't seen one of those in a while.
They're back.
Did you get rid of the entire pack?
Yes, sir.
That we did.
Well, shouldn't have any problems with them then. Now, there was a red band involved.
We just found the body, sir.
Oh, so he met his end as lunch.
He was maw kibble.
Seemed that way.
Yeah. No skin off my teeth then. That creature did us a favor on that one. All right. Good job. Go get something to eat.
Thank you, sir.
Glad y'all made it back in one piece. All right. So most of y'all, this was y'all's first game or second game, or what was this?
This was Odie's first game.
First game
This
for
is
this
my
character.
third.
Gemstone's first.
All right, one more game session, and all of y'all that this was the first, you'll get to level up.
Hey, Botro gets to level up because it's his second.
Oh, this is actually
No,
Butcher's third, so he has.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Third.
He's got.
this is my third game.
He's
I've
got
quite
two
a way.
more games before he gets to level
Ooh.
again.
Ooh, 2 more games, but hey, doing pretty good.
All right. So that is our game session for tonight. As you can see right over here, it's got a list of all the games we play. On Monday nights, we do a live Q&A. On Tuesday nights, we have The Black Door. On Wednesday nights, over on the Chaotic Rollers, myself, and I'm playing Brant, God of War. Thursday nights, we're usually offline, and except for the last Thursday of the month, where we have our approved player game. And then
Which is always a blast.
And then on the last Friday of the month, we have Yuri's Blade, a game specifically for a specific group within the Order of the Scale. And I also want to point out that we got some swag. We got the Property of Oxoran, Order of the Scale, Go Forth and Roll Some Dice t-shirts, as well as the AMDM's Go Forth and Roll Some Dice t-shirts. We got a couple of more. You can go check that link out, which somebody may post it up in the chat there, but it's also
Already done.
somewhere else. It's already done. See, it's good to go on that. If you like our game and you think you want to help out or just want to support us in any way, we do have our Patreon down here. And that's how you become an approved player, by going and joining our Patreon. We have 3 levels on there. The opening tier, the NPC tier, allows you to access to certain areas within our Discord server, as well as early access to all kinds of stuff that we put out. A lot of homebrew stuff that goes out. Then you have the Shopkeeper, which allows you to add an NPC into the game into the game world, which it could be here, it could be in Sunlight. I will use that NPC, their backstory, the whole 9 yards. There will be a full-fledged character that the players meet on multiple occasions. And then you have the approved player, which I believe Batra is one of our approved players also, and that gets you a guaranteed game session here once a month. The OTS is a rotating cast of whoever's on the server at the time and can come play. That's all I've got for tonight. I'm going to go get some sleep and do some other stuff. Thank y'all for watching. Go forth and roll some dice. And thank y'all for being here and playing. Did y'all have fun?
Yeah, it was
I had a blast.
Then I had.
This was a great session.
Then I had fun. Y'all have a good night.